session. Welcome back, everyone, to another insightful session of Summit 2026. We are really honored to welcome our next keynote speaker, Surjeet Dalal. He is currently working as a professor and head of computer science department at MIT University, India. He is also a visiting professor at City Institute of Higher Learning in Canada. Dr. Dalal has an incredible 18 plus years of teaching experience. He is a top global researcher who has published over 75 high quality research articles with more than 5,700 citations. He is a professional member of both ACM and IEEE. His core research focus includes AI, blockchain, IoT, and cloud computing. We are so lucky to have him with us today. Dr. Surjeet Dalal, a very warm welcome to you, sir. Please turn on your mic and the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you, ma'am, for introducing me, and it's a very nice pleasure to deliver or talk something about the agentic AI on this platform. May I share my screen?
Yes, sir.
Hopefully, screen is visual to everyone.
Yes, sir, it is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. As a theme-based agentic AI, I have selected agentic AI in the field of cybersecurity. As the cybersecurity is the one of the emerging theme where we can apply this latest theme, and let's how it can be more impactful to apply agentic AI. Myself, Dr. Surjeet Dalal, working as a professor and head Department of Computer Science in Amity University, Haryana, India. I am recognized as a top 2% scientist in the year 25. I have 18 years experience in teaching and research. I have published 100 and plus journals that will be having the citation around 5,750 plus, and H index is 39 or I-10 index is 145. I have published the paper in all publications that approaches IEEE, Springer Nature, Wiley. As being part of the research, that is second component of the research is book writing. I have written more than 6 books in over the theme of genetic AI, smart cities, quantum computing, AI, like this. And on my scopus, around 118 documents are index, and 28 is the H index. That's a brief about me. Uh, let's start with the background there, because everyone aware of these days cyber attacks, and every agencies, either it can be everyone is facing a one scenario that is a cyber attack, and it can be a very dangerous to steal the informations. So cyber securities main concern, and every agencies, either international data collections, they are spending 370 millions to get the security. But till now, we have machine learning, deep learning, other approaches. They are seems a little inactive or not efficient. I am taking a one example. In 29 we have written a paper that will be using the deep learning, and we have applied on the data set to capture the different attacks here. The attacks is web attack, DOS, DDoS, and this. What happens in that simple approach is we are finding the what is the how attack is recognized efficiently. But these days to classify whether it is a attack or not is not a cup of tea, because system is going to very complex. So we need a system that can work independently without any human interface, that can be provided by the agentic AI. Hopefully, in the last lectures, the professors are different define the this time. I simply tried it. Agentic AI, that is the one term, that is an agent that will be driven it. In case of agent, that can be work as a our personal assistant, which have some own goals. We can define on their roles, and they can work as a sorry, as a multi step decision making. So this is a new class of AI systems which have only own decision making powers, which can take actions independently, and they are aware about the circumstances also. Means if we are designing an agent for the banking system, then it will be we get the details about the banking system. So these are the case. In case of traditional AI, we have defined the only predefined rules and manual prompt. But in case of agentic AI, they can work independently. Let's start. What is the agent? Also, agent we can define as a one computer program which can uh, get the information from the environment, and depending on their decision making, they can take the action also. So we are defining two terms here: receiving the information from the environment, that will be called precautions, and through which it will be done. It will be called a sensor. For example, we have designed agentic work, and that will be based on the video. Then camera, IoT camera is called as work as a sensor. So for that one to write down these things, we need to define the agent function. Agent function that can map the sequences or the preferences into, means you can define as a, we write down a simple program, and that program is nearby the agent program, and in that agent program we have to define the sequences or the precautions into actions, means which activity take place, which type of action will be taken. So these things will be written in form of the agent program. It is same as nature as the computer program, but we are defining three more terms that makes program into the agent program. That is a scenario for the how agents work, and we have one environment is, that is the domains also, that can be any take example, we want to design for the security, and security is considered, we want to maintain on the home security. So environment is our home. Then sensors, that can be a voice sensor, they can be a web camera. Then they will capture the information, that will be observations. Based on these operations, we have to define agent functions, and with the help of the actuator we will take the action. So this is the working of the intelligent agent. We can also define agent in different scenarios. It can be defined as a software entity. It can be defined as the precise software that has the specific purpose, that is defined by the Smith Cipher software in 94. So these are the some different statements of the agents also. So we will use two terms: agent program and simple computer program. Basic difference, basically both are the same category, but depending on their roles, we have divided as the agent program and computer program. Size wise, agent code is very small. In case of computer programs, purpose may be undefined, but in case of agent, we will write down it will be have a specific purpose. But in case of computer program, it can be multi-functional. Working will be totally independent. They can do on self. That is the case of the auto. So these are the major differences that makes agent different from the simple computer programs. In case of agents, we can say it's a goal driven. Goal driven means we have programmer defines the role of agents. What is the goal to be achieved? Comes from the valid source or it will be a swap. So swap can be identified and they can put as a junk mail based on the some keywords. So purpose will be defined corresponding for purpose. We have to define its search space for consider we want to find out the junk mail. So we can define its domains consider dot uh, any others which are not authorized domains we can make the agent to move to this email to the learning agents that are the agents of the community they can learn from the environment. In case of a simple computer programs they can able to make only if else condition they we have to define the statistical data they can work out. But in case of agents they can learn from the environment means if in every scenario whether it will be part of any things they are can learn from the environment and it is the major characteristics of the AI also because they can learn from the environment. We can classify the agents in the biological agent, robotic agent, computational agent, biological that is a human being, robotics as a part of the robots, computational agent that is agent we can define as a software agent and artificial life agent. Further, it can be divided as task specific, entertainment agents, and viruses. We are here based on the task specific agent we are dealing. For example, that is a one agent. We can take an example of a file manager agent that can be sensor, can be a file of a different command ls, du, pw, and accumulator that can be tar, zip, and this. So here we can design one agent that can compress the file, RC the files which are not used in the main files. So this and environment is that can be a fully observed. We can make a simple drive. We can demonstrate it based on the some specific folder. So these type of agents can be defined. So next point will becomes what is the difference between the Gen AI, agentic agent, I agent, AI agent, and agentic agent. These are three terms, and three terms are totally different, and they have specific use cases also. GenAI, everyone knows we have inputs. There will be model, and models can provide output in forms of the creation of the synthetic data. For example, we have one image. We can train the model with the help of the images, and we can say to create the similar image. In case of AI agent, that is intelligent agent, they have their goals. They have own programs, but they are limited independency. But in case of agentic AI, they are totally independent. They can work totally autonomous mode, and their memory is preserved. Means not a. In case of AI agents, part of when the task is over, their can memory can be passed out. But in case of agentic AI, it will be remains in the memory. So how agentic AI works? Simply, we can term with a simple term. They sense, think, act, learn, and adapt. These are the five phases. As a agent can perceive the information from the environment. Environment means working domain. It can be a smart home. It can be a cybersecurity zone. They can be education. For example, we have designed intelligent agent system for the education, for the chat to the guide the students. So our environment is our academic institution website. So they can sense from these environment and gather the information from the various sources because we cannot work with the statical environment. Statical environment will just not changes, but in case of real scenario, environment will be changes, and based on they have own thinking power and they can think. based on different reasoning capacities that can be powered with the large language models. Based on reasoning, they can take place actions, and actions can be done with the in the execution act. They can learn from the environment and adapt if there are any changes and feedback of the year. They can. What is the main architecture of the agentic AI that can be work on three layers that can be precision layer, monitors, then cognitive, they can analyze the problems, they can plan, and last one is execution layer. These are the simple three, four layers they can work out in the working of the agents. Precaution layer, they will monitor, then cognitive, they analyze the problems, planning that can be plan the solution, and in the execution layer they can execute. And parallelly they are interacting with the environment, taking and actions. Main agenda of point comes here when we have how we can work with the agents. There can be two architectures can be there. There can be a single agent architecture. There can be multi-agent architecture. In case of a single agent architectures, as the name suggested, there will be exist one agent, and when everything is done by the one agent, then they have take the whole responsibility for the whole function. But in case of multi-agent architecture, there will be contains multiple number of agents, and tasks is divided into the different categories. So for take example, I want to design a AI report for city. So there can be one agent who will take care of customer query. One agent is updating the book data set. One is that are bargaining with the customer and everything. So these can be things can be take place. So architectures can be two cases, that can be a single agent and multi-agent architecture. And then point will becomes how these agents will work out. Well, in case of single environment, he is the only solo agent who is responsible for the every task. But when we will go for the multi-agent system, there can be two approaches. Two approaches that can three approaches: horizontal, vertical, and hybrid. In case of as a diagram, you can say in case of vertical architecture, there is a one agent and other two agent is reporting and communicating with the one. So it can be maintain the hierarchy, and we can make as a super or a master, and others can be as a client. But in case of horizontal, that can be everyone is communicating with the each other, and there is no hierarchy. All the everyone is on the same level. So these are the two different approaches we will follow. We will make a one person as a manager, then there will be employees. Sometimes on the one level there can be everyone is at same level. And third approach that can be done, we will make a combination of the both approaches. That can be on the vertical and also combination of the horizontal and vertical. That will be called the hybrid architecture. So these are three approaches. Now point will becomes when these things are available, then how we can use it. To make any environment to execute, we require some frameworks. There are a lot of framework that exist, but as an open source, then a crew AI is the open source framework that provide a way to create the multi-agent systems. How this Crow AI can be created? It can be created that they have provide better documents on the installation. Please allow to open this link so I can sort it, explain the very short steps. Hopefully, this screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because due to the limitation of the multi-tab text, I have not copied in the PPT. I just want to show that link how we can create it. That is they have provided the one video in through which you can get it. So when we want to install Crow AI, then we require Python here. Python greater than version 3.0 less than you can install. We need OpenAI SDK requirement will be there. You need to install OpenAI version or equal to 1.13.2. So when these two requirement is done, so we have to move to the first step. For the window, we have to run start PowerShell, and we have to execute the execute policy bypass, because bypass first one, because due to the security of Windows securities, that does not allow. But as a prompt cell, we move to the as a security. Then after we can start installing Crew AI, that can be run by calling the one command is tool install crew dive. After that, it will start installing. We can check out whether it will be installed. That can be done with the UP tool list we have to come. So when this installation is complete, it is a very simple installation and you can do in easily mode. When we have done this installation, we need to run one command. That command is crew AI create new project, and consider here I have put my project name as cybersecurity project. Then this project section will be created micro get no knowledge product.ml and like this. For our perspective, we need to modify this config files here. In the next ppt I will tell you how we can modify and agentic agents.yml tasks.yml. These two files will be created when we will create our new project. Let's move to the again to our slides. So we can create our own project with the command was crew AI create new project, and we have provided the project name. Then we will move to we need to modify agent.yml. That is a part of by default when we create the new project. For consider we want to create any agent here, we have to find 3 points. Role as a topic, consider I am creating a researcher agent. Then we have to define role. The role is senior data researcher. Goal uncover uncutting edge involvement in given topic. And back history, in which we will provide some details of the agents also. For one example, consider we want to create agent which is reporting analytic. Then we have to define role, reporting analytic, and goals here. So in this way we can create in after which role is performed by which agent, then can be modified with the task.yml file. Here consider research tasks, which type of role will perform. Then we have to perform define as the description and expected outcomes. So what is the role of research agent? Description is conduct a thorough research about a topic. Make sure you will find interesting and relevant information of a current year is 25. And what will be the output? At least we have to create a list of 10 bullet points for the most relevant topic. And name of the agent is researcher. So these are the things we need to modify. And after third file, we need to modify with crew.php. Here we have to make the list of the all agents we have created. So this is the way we can create agent. Now we will move how we can create our multi AI system AI for the cyber security. In case of when we will create different agents, so we have to define its role, goal, backstory, memory, and model. Model here by default you will go for the open access. Then L Lambda 3 can be used for the open access. So in case of cyber security, we are make one agent as a planner, second agent threat intelligence agent, attack simulation agent. What can third that will be report heading the reasoning agent, vulnerability analysis agent. We can define detection and associate agent, defense recommendation agent, and they can cooperate with the memory that are stored in the memory. So same thing we have to done. We have to define its role, input, responsibilities, and tasks to be performed. And in case of coding here, consider we want to create hostile, we have to define its role, goal, backstory, and how it can be perform the tasks. You can write down here. So in this way, we can create our agents. We have to define its role, goal, backstory that will be details for which tasks to be performed here. So in this way, we can create our object, and how it can be work out, that can be work out with the there's different agents we have created by defining its role, goal, and like this. We have created different agents here. So after we can define is flow, how the agents can work out. Or just we have to task composition, intel that can be similar text likely. This can be roles we can define, and that can be modified with the agents.yml. Here I have defined one cybersecurity register. Goal is coordinate specific cybersecurity object to deliver a complete, accurate background, that is senior associate manager. Responsibilities: decompose problem into sub problems. Rules: don't introduce exploit instruction, prepare data set, and final outcomes will be summary and like this. So in this way, we can create on database, and with the help of the crew AI, we have to only define these things, and we need to modify our three parts, and we can easily create on agentic AI environment here. So this is the example how we can use it. Now point will becomes how these systems can be related. We have in case of simple machine learning, we have uh, accuracy, but in case of agentic AI, first part is accuracy that will be used for the classification, but we have others uh, metrics that are associated with agents, that will be what is the reasoning compatibility, that can be consistency between agents. These factors are included as a agent level, and at the system level that will be response latency, how much time is required to generate the response, how the these mapping, mtr mapping, how this defense effective score is there, and what will be the continuous learning level. So these are the different matrices here that are involved to just the our agent systems. So done from my sides. Any queries you can ask.
Dear audience, this is a great opportunity to interact with our speaker. If you have any question, please feel free to share them. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, Professor.
Yes, sure.
Yes, sir, please.
Sir, these evaluation metrics are mandatory for all the AI agents which you have shown, which you have discussed.
So basically, because in case I simple take an example of a when we will use machine learning, deep learning, we have accuracy, F1 score, and but. But in case of agents, when consider we have designed 10 agents, so these matrices plays a very important role. How these agents are interconnected, how they are providing the response, whether they are capable of providing the response in the real time or not. So these uh, metrics can plays very important role to evaluate it. If our desired system is working properly or not.
Okay. Sir, multi-agents, it is only used in the cyber security and cyber this thing, or is there application of this in different field also, sir?
That I have taken as an example of cyber security. It can be used in any scenario. Basically, in my thesis work during MTech I used for the e-commerce. That is, we have taken the example of a bookseller. That one agent that will work as a counter person once is help to advertise the books that make a dashboard. New books are introduced. One person is dealing with the inventory. One person is making billing system, and one agent we have provide for the bargaining as a to simulate the real shopping environment. Because and when we will visit any shop, there will be three four persons are working, and they are working with the under of one manager, and their goal is fixed. One person is looking for item, one person is here for the selling, one person is for the billing. And so it can be you make in any scenario. I have just taken the case of the cyber security, but it can be used in any other domains also.
Okay, okay, sure, sir. It is very clear, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Surjeet Dalal, for this incredible and highly professional session. Your deep knowledge and 18 years of experience were clearly visible, and we learned a lot from you today, sir. Dear audience, our next session with Dr. Sunita Dhotre is on separate Google Meet link. The next session will be at 1:30. Our team has shared the new meeting link in your WhatsApp group and also right here in the chat box. Please click that link, leave this room, and join the next session immediately. See you all in the next session. Thank you.
Thank you for the inviting me, and it's very nice interaction experience with you. Thank you.